Hello. Whoever happens to be on tonight, nice to see you. I am doing some patching, so this is an EMS only event. I don't even know if I'm gonna get weird. What's up, Chillennial? What's funny about this one, other than it's well lit so I can see what I'm doing, is that I don't think y'all have realized how long I've gone with a handicap on my synth because there was a broken oscillator. So, for example, this bass line, this is sort of what you've been hearing. And like that's fine, right? It's good. But this is what it was when I wrote it. Two oscillators. The two oscillator bass line. No, hold on. A double bass line is like a different thing. I don't have a double bass, but if I did, it would be way sicker than what I'm doing right now. Yeah. So, hey, how are you doing, Schmooster and Chillennial? I spent the entire morning soldering and rearranging Cosmo, which is non-trivial because of the wooden rails. I have to limit how many choices I make, or they start splitting. Well, they continue splitting is the more accurate term there. Uh, um, and there's an intentional gap there right now. That's a thingy. Also, this is not on yet because I gotta do some programming over here. So that's anyway. A bunch of stuff used to be over here that's now over there, and a bunch of stuff that's over there used to be over here, and some of the stuff that was up there is down there, or vice versa, or all around. Or some of this is even new, like today new. Like I did some soldering of these pretty cool. Where are you? Oscillator expanders, which is not like a common Cosmo thing. So pretty sick. It lets me control the PWM of up to 4 Cosmo oscillators, all with one little input, little levels, and it's got a little LFO. So if I want to get wiggly with both of them, so let's get that bass line going again. If I want to get wiggly, I can just like uh, hold on, something's funny here. Oh right, it's wiggly, so the pitch to tuning gets a little weird. And this one is brand new, so I haven't quite dialed it in. It's got a white LED to let me know it's tuned. I thought that would be better than green, and I actually think I was wrong on that. Alright, let me read the chat real quick. Glad you're good. Hey, Carnal X was just jamming to that. Yeah, I just live in shelves. I'm just a shelf person. And actually we have to patch the entire, that shelf, over here. Which is funny because all the sound that comes out of it is probably Eurorack right now, except for I do have braids here, a big old Cosmo braids, and a Gurr filter, and both of those play really nice. I've also got the Evil Eye locked in here, so I'll probably do a patch there here soon. But I just wanted you to know that I missed my bass, and it's back now. So like. Also do some other tricks here, like I can turn slide on. This isn't like the best bass line for slide. Like, let me see if I can, is there another like, yeah, and you can hear like some of the tunings going out, because I'm, again, not quite dialed, but we'll get there. Bad sounds. But let's play with the glide. Ow. Just hit myself in the tooth with a phone. It's going to be a good day. Wouldn't it be like the worst if I knocked out my front tooth like a week before I have a show? Anyway. That said, let's do my favorite patch actually, which is 2 cables. 1 and 2, and those might actually be too long. We'll see. Actually, you have to like put the phone on upside down, so because the speaker is the microphone. What was I gonna do? Right. This into here, this out of here, this, yeah, that's too long. I need like a little baby patch cable. Do I have one over here? I think I do somewhere. That's even maybe a little bit long. Do I have a shorter one? Little baby Cosmo patch cables. There's one on the floor over there. Maybe that's what I want to use. My dog's so loud. I hope you can hear that. Alright, so what I'm patching here is the Mega Drone into the VCA, which is fine, you need to do that. But overkill patching an envelope generator out. Let's just do that because it's a little bit more aesthetic. I gotta kind of twist. This is one of those particular, the springy doobly-doo jacks are slightly too big for these sockets, so you have to kind of be ginger. Anyway, it's the envelope into the VCA, and then I don't have to invert it. I can just go. Well, maybe it would help if I like had it. Something's not doing what I want. Why are you? Is it just that? Is that all I need to do? Did I forget how to use this? No, I didn't. But why aren't you sending the CV? Oh. you gotta put the patch cable all the way in. Anyway, that's the whole patch is just Megadrone to VCA and envelope to it, so that I have like a slow attack. So when I switch it on, right, I just switched on, then I can do the whole. That's a little out of tune because like whenever you move it around, you hit all the tune knobs. So whatever, we'll do that later. Okay, so that's my second secret patch, and then the rest of this has been super, like, this might actually be worse, because now that I've got that super convenient module, there's like 10 less cables or something. Yeah. So I do have some modules I'll probably pull after the show, but I'm not quite confident in this thing or the new oscillator yet to pull the old modules, but they basically just do what this does. And if I need them, I can use them. Or if something fries, I've got a backup. Yeah, I could also patch up a second voice or something if I wanted to, but it's not what we're doing right now. What I think I'm going to do is drag this phone over, leave it on so we have more background noise even, and start patching this thing. Yeah, whatever. That cable's just part of the phone now. Let's see. So, Tiny Cosmo is ready to go, although there's a couple cables that aren't plugged in and I don't remember what they're for. So, it's a problem only when I realize what they're for. In the meantime, we can make some voices down in this area. One is, I'm going to make a Manus voice with the first little row here. And then I'm going to make a Castor and Pollux voice. And then I'm going to make a Braids voice. Pretty cool. So I'm going to do that now. I need two hands. Sorry. You know what? Maybe I can play a tune while you wait. We'll play some drums or something. this is too intense for me for a second. I need like chill while I do some other things. Let's see here. Let's load up. I don't know. Something. Totally forgot the name of the thing that I'm looking up. I know the sound it makes, but not the name. Might be this one. Yeah, that's it. Give me some piano. Yes, change the tempo. And sorry. I don't know what I'm doing or why it made that noise, but we're getting there. We're getting there. So I've learned this oscilloscope is noisy. Sadness. Is it noisy or is something else going on? I wonder if I took that. No input. No, something else is going on. What in the world? I mean, it's kind of a cool sound, I guess, but not what I'm going for. So what I'm gonna have to do is think for a second. So I want that to go into the oscilloscope, but I don't want the bad sounds. Oh, you know what we're missing? We're totally missing spring reverb, but we'll get there. So I'm wondering if I need to pull that LFO and throw a mult and some other stuff in there. Well, that's kind of a bummer. In the meantime, no scope. Hee. Let's put that back in there. Like if I just do this, it's gonna be happy, right? Yeah, no badness. Weird. Okay, let's make that noise again. Sorry, I just realized that this is, it's not perfect, but I think it is an improvement overall in terms of all of the boxes being sort of self-contained now. So for example, before, uh, well, if I hadn't blown up one of the new modules that I made earlier, it'd be even less. But before I had something like 6 to 8 cables coming from this box down into this box. And now I'm down to 3, which is pretty good. And then over here, I had way more going between these two boxes and that box. But now, from the bottom to the top, it's just 2 cables and then 1 cable connecting the halves, the shelves. That's pretty good. Pretty good. My setup time just got cut down by, well, it's probably going to be exactly the same because I have to tune a Mega Drone, but the cables will be easier. So I was going to do some sound sample-y stuff tonight, but I'm not happy with how the clocky stuff is going here, so I might actually swap some of these thingies. I had this idea that I would pull the clock out of the MIDI, but then I have to do math because it's like MIDI clock, which is, what is it, 24 pulses per second or something. I forget. So I have to do some math here with the Fractio and then send that down into this friend down here. What I forgot is that I don't think there's a reset signal coming out of this thing. So need to reevaluate where I'm getting my clock. I also have this other MIDI module that I made, completely untested. That is this MIDI to trigger module, and the reason it's untested is because you never want to. I just won't sleep if it doesn't work. So I think it's ready to go. I can't remember if I put software or not on it, or the firmware on the whatever you call it, the little Arduino sketch. But if this does everything it says it does, it's more than just a trigger thingy. I can make any output be anything for Cosmo, sort of like uh, the MIDI thing too. But I don't actually think it's capable of doing that based on how I built it. So anyway, it can be probably clock and triggers and resets. So on that side of things, it can be good, but it probably can't be pitch like I was thinking. So anyway, here's that one. I'll probably play with eventually, but that might go in this one, which would be much nicer in terms of clocking the evil eye and all that stuff. Yeah, so that's that for now. Maybe I'll just send the clock from Ecto into that, and it'll just be eye candy until I figure that out, which won't be today. Anyway, have a good night. See you later.